Ouch. Can't do it with the left hand. Soon. Do it with the right hand. These things. Good to have. So, went up in the attic tonight and found a bag entitled Camping. I think it's some cooked stuff. Had to pull some out so I could get the bag down. Also remembered to grab the beads for Ron to retie some of these buggers here. Stoked on that. Also got a nice dry done with the javelina. Hey, Messiah. Found some camp stuff. Quite stoked. So I think this box here is quite literally just what it says. Plastic fork. But yeah. Wow. Okay. A huge box of plastic forks. So my grandpa was really into camping and he was really into cookouts. So that's probably from then. Every single holiday, everyone would meet up in their backyard. I'm gonna throw this over here. And here is really nice. Gonna use them. That'll be ideal. It's not a big deal if they get lost in the sand or what have you. A bunch of cutlery. So there are a few sets. Maybe. Not bad, not bad. I mean, you need utensils. I like the little fold ones. Not fold, but like they clip together. I used to have a few pairs, but they're easy to lose. So a lot of this also is from Marlboro. My dad used to be a chain smoker. He's been a chain smoker for long enough that we got some pretty sick stuff from it. And Marlboro back in the day, on the sides of the packs used to have miles, and I think it was like 5 miles each. I'll be real, like even when we were kids, like we would peel them off and bring them home, kind of like box tops for your parents. We used to trade back and forth ripped scraps of cardboard. Parents would give us box tops to bring to school, and then we'd give them Marlboro miles. But I think this goes, yeah, it goes in here. And in the beginning, Marlboro was able to brand the products. However, after a while, they had to go with a star. See, this one's still Marlboro. Marlboro Country Store. Hey, VIP. Hey, Vivo. Marlboro cook set. Very nice. Where did that thing go? Maybe it didn't go with this set. No, it didn't. I've been putting all the Marlboro stuff together because I kind of want to make a display, honestly. I don't think I'll use any of this. Make like an altar of Marlboro. I really like the hurricane thing. I'll grab it. It's got a light and everything. I like a direct light and kind of like a diffuse for your tent so everyone can see. Radio. And this, oh, I found my harmonica too from the Marlboro catalog. I thought I lost that. But this is, I used to bring this with me all the time. And every now and then, be able to play some checkers, but I haven't used it enough to keep it in my bag. This also from the Marlboro catalog. This is post the branding though, when they had to switch to unbranded or the star. But they had some really great camp stuff. I'll tell you what. So let's see. Nice palette coffee pot. And all this I have in my wish list on not my wish list but like liked list. Oh my god, it's a percolator. Yeah. Oh, I had all this stuff on my wish list. It's really kismet. I thought I found it, all the camping stuff. My grandpa was real into camping. Oh, so nice. I've always wanted to go camping as a family. I just could never get anyone hyped to. My grandparents were already too old. So I used to go with friends and then do day camping pretty much by myself. Find a spot to just kind of post up. That's really nice. So, can make some coffee now. Really stoked to camp during the winter. Let me get the comments up real quick. I want to get rid of these boxes. Cardboard in Florida doesn't really go well together. There's a reason why when growing, there's a reason why when people raise insects they use cardboard. There's so many nooks and crannies. Hey Raymond! Yeah, I scored some camp stuff. And a lot of it's Marlboro. You might remember when Marlboro had the miles on the side of the boxes, and the Marlboro catalog was like a family tradition every year, picking stuff out. Like my high school, or middle school rather, backpack was Marlboro. Nice little set. Oh, I just gotta reknot that. Good bag too. The heat hasn't damaged anything. This has probably been up there for decades. And I only recently started going in the attic because either go up there at night or during the winter because it's like a heater. If you fell asleep up there, you would definitely not wake up. Oh, sweet. I'm ready. Oh, cool. I have, oh, nice. I'm gonna be making some burgers outside. Well, just meat patties. It's just anything ground in patty form. Because I found a meat grinder, but it has all the stuff. I had one. I'm not sure if it made it back, but nice. I only had one of these, and it's kind of not one that I want to use. And this looks, judging by the wood and the hardware there, and just the aesthetic, it's modern. It's probably for a basket. Yeah. These are really sick. There's a lot of produce stands here. You could load up on vegetables pretty much you've never seen before. Make sure there's not like a weird process of cooking it like cassava, but you just throw that in the fire. Man, golden. Also found another one of these toasters. Kind of frivolous, but I do like old Coleman stuff, which I just found another old one. This is just like girl tongs. I found an older one. Yeah, I appreciate it. There's these huge random bags, and a lot of them are mailed, but then I started hitting ones that, like, found this. I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to be able to use it. Needed a pump. Anytime I need something specifically, I find it immediately. I try to tell people that, like, around, like, dude, more than welcome to thrift with me. I don't know what happens, but, like, every single time. Like, the example I use a lot is I needed jeweler saws blades. Super specific, like, very specific. I have some freshies here. But and sometimes they come in like a tube. And nowhere locally sells them. And I forget why I went to Buddy's, and I walked in the garage, and as soon as I looked down, like that day, I see a envelope, a really old envelope, just wrapped up like in a, just rolled up, and the only thing in it was a small bundle of jeweler's saw blades. And yeah, that's the clearest example. Like yard sales, thrift stores, anything. I don't know why I put them in. I still have to get the shelf. That's why I put stuff is still in the pile. There's gonna be a shelf in front of this here window. Because it's kind of a hood. I was looking for bars, those iron bars people put on their house or their windows, but I'm also very terrified of fires. That was so really embarrassing. Holy shit, I knew it was gonna be this. Couldn't tell if it was another kit. Nice. Alright. I hope this isn't, okay, so I might not use this. I might not use this. Because it's non-stick, and that kind of freaks me out. Especially on like light metal where the metal is kind of bendy, because that's stretching the layers. I might probably not use that. This has made my day beyond belief. It was getting really exhausting. And yesterday I organized so much stuff and it doesn't look like I made much of a dent at all. And then I realized I was up for like 30 hours or something. Hey, oh, I remember this. Sweet. See, this one I'll put up on the kitchen display. Finally remembered to bring my old toaster and all that, so I have a antique cooking utensil section now, or display rather. And out there, there's shelves my grandpa put in like the 70s, and in the, or like cabinets, and in that there's some shelves in the center. So using a bacon press. I'll never have cold bread. This still blows my mind. I never really thought of bread as raw. Like someone said a few years ago, raw bread, and I can't get that out of my mind. Oh, this is to put in a chicken's butthole. I mean cavity. And a beer can goes in it. No, that would be gnarly. That is really nice, actually. Ha! One of my biggest fears is spilling my drink in here. That is no longer a fear. Holy shit. So 2 freaking non-stick cook sets. Alright. Let me look at this. I mean, no. Could use it for crafts. I use pots for a lot of crafts, like dyeing fabric and stuff like that. It would be sick to dye some fabric, like, while camping. Like, find what forageables can be. No, I'm kidding, that'd be sweet. Because I want to camp for a few days, and, like, I want to bring some activities, you know. But there's a lot of stuff that could boil that isn't edible. But, yeah, or just put them on eBay. But then, like, somebody else will get the cancer. I don't know. I don't know what to do with these. Well, one of them's definitely for crafts, though, because I tossed a bunch of my pots and pans. Well, not tossed them. Gave them away to the neighbor. And, I don't throw away objects. I just won't. If you can't get a few bucks for it, just, like, post it in your local groups and say, this corner, and then that way anybody who needs it could grab it. It drives me insane. It's like when good people die. No, it's bad, but yeah, no. Objects, like, there's so much that's expended into, like, creating kind of the not the best quality stuff in the first place. Toast is cooked bread. It's one of those, like, outlook shifters. Here's this thing. Yeah, most of these bags are mail, which there's a little fire thing, contains thing. It's a wooden house, so there's a lot of damage on some parts, but I already have the siding for it, and it's not even that hard. I thought it was way more tricky, but I looked it up on the internet, and it looks like a pain in the ass, but it was demystified. And same thing with, there's some leaks in the back, but that, I'm trying to find, there's a lot of salvage yards and a lot of architectural salvage in these parts because of the amount of historical buildings, and they're always being bought, they're always being renovated, always being gutted. And it's a really big bit. It's because then those bits and pieces are like quick setted onto a different building. Like my friend's place is just like arts and crafts, but large scale. And like my stuff is not safe there. I had to store some stuff like a few years ago, and I had this really cool dove plaque I used to always hang over whatever sink I was using, and it had a bundle of wheat tied with a big red bow, and it was carved in wood. I asked them when I could pick it up for like a few months, right? And I just kept getting like runaround answers. Long story short, got a tour, and this thing is plastered to the side of the house and painted over. It looks great. It looks like, I don't know, like a cement relief or something. It looks, but yeah. And shells. Shells are not safe. But what is this? Oh, nice, more cups. I do like these. This blue ceramic. I don't know. It does rust, so probably not ideal for beach camping unless rinsed off responsibly. Which, getting better at that, like rinsing things off. I used to never rinse my mask off until I actually started fishing again, because you have to rinse your reel off, or else it does cause immediate change. The salt is real salty. So let me clear this stuff up. So this for sure is going right here. I have a lot of coolers because you need a lot of coolers. But this is what I got so far for camping. I still need a pot, I think, for soup, since that's an easy, like, soup, stew, whatever. Things that are boiled down in a pot. Because that's really easy to make anyway. And it's frivolous, but still wanting one of those cutting boards. The fold-up ones, I forget who makes them. What? Water? No, I'm good. One moment, needs a help. I always forget that I'm zoomed in every time or zoomed out every time I walk back in. Alright, I gotta help my mom real quick, but please enjoy the finally coming out decent dry fly. I didn't have any feathers until recently, and I'm still like on cloud 9 over them. And they're not, you know, I don't know what quality is yet. They feel exquisite. They look exquisite, and compared to what I was using for dries, holy trucks. Unlimited room, it's wild. No taper. I do have some longer feathers, but they're those are plenty. Could tie a few flies with each one. This one has loads because a little scarred from my dry flies being wet flies. So the UPC label. Oh shoot, what was I talking about? What is the UPC blazer? label. Jeez. UPC label. I've been looking also for a rain jacket, and I can't find any in between $100 and a trash bag. I do already have a grill too. What the hell? There's this like page on Facebook called Jesus Loves You, and I've tried to hide their content over and over again. I see it in stories, and it's like AI, and it was just a lady with like 6 pregnant bellies. It disappeared too fast, but alright, one moment. Ooh. So I think the last few things is it's kind of like in between options. There's COTS tents, which the benefits I find there is being able to pop it anywhere, in sand, in an empty lot, anywhere else one can think of. It doesn't require stakes, and it's flat. The other one is the Nightcat. Coleman has a version 2, but the Nightcat seems to have better reviews, and they come even with as 1-person tents, but figured 2 to 4 person because it rains on and off here all day, so you never know when. Gonna have to like offer someone else shelter from it. And the third is hammock tents. However, you need to be in trees. I don't think I would do too well sleeping in one for more than a night. The only way I can sleep in one would be if I fell asleep from exhaustion and didn't lay down until I was physically exhausted, because I toss and turn, and tossing and turning in a hammock like that, your spine is going like, you know, like, it's like falling asleep on a couch that's too small, and it's brutal to wake up from that. Like, first night or maybe 2 is not so bad, but for a few nights that's real rough. So, and both the COTS tent and the pop-up tent are backpack friendly. You could probably just connect them to your backpack, but the cot tent is a little, I mean, probably folds up to be like the size of a decent sized beach chair or something, and that's not so bad. You could attach it to something, or if I bring the cart, the Cadillac. Those are Honda wheels. Honda wheelchair wheels, or Jesus, wheelchair, lawnmower wheels. I was gonna get thrown away, but it didn't have any wheel, or because it had 1 wheel. And the only wheels I could find online that were that size were lawnmower wheels. And thankfully, everyone seems to have a few in their yard, so I was able to And it was great. The wheels looked pretty much brand new, but the lawnmower, I took them off, was completely rusted away. Like, it was hard to tell if it was a lawnmower or like a grill, the lid of a grill. And I also re-spooled my thread after staying up organizing for 30 hours accidentally. It was probably like 20 something hours, but still. I didn't do too well, that's all I'm gonna say there. After finally getting the knot to where it was nice and low profile, and I didn't think I was going to be able to do that again. Oh, I'm an idiot. I could have just... See, I was so out of it when I did. I just wanted to do it before today, so I could have put it, because I used a spool knot instead of an arbor knot, because it's 30 pound and the arbor knot sticks out like a ton, and I can't get it flat or anything. And the spool knot, there is another knot I used a while back on the reel that was on here before, but I can't find it. I can't. All of them didn't seem familiar, and so I couldn't find the one that I used. At least I could. I didn't think I could. Could just have forgot completely what I did or what it looked like, and yeah, it's an old Zebco reel, but the old Zebco reels are pretty dang solid. A lot of them are metal and stuff, and 30 pounds, and it's the Zebco Blue Runner on a ugly stick catfish. That's funny. But anywho, nice and early. I missed the tie splicer. Well, I listened to it at least. At least it was here. It's such a shame about not being able to keep streams up that have music, because there is infinite knowledge flowing through those streams. So I guess I'll make some of these. Kind of remember how I did that. Okay, there is Ruben. So I went up to the eye, or I went down with the blue and then back with silver, and then traced the silver with the pink, and then wire. I want to try to make it the same. Alright. These pants are a little too big on me now. I got them at a yard sale. My mom's, or my friend's mom, had a bunch of these like factory pants. They're union made. I actually have a lot of union made stuff. I have a union made wedding dress that I haven't got back yet. Some shit that is. So whatever. I got time. I'm way too patient for my own good, so. Okay. I'm easily distracted. Not patient at all. I'm just easily distracted. And I'm really good at distracting myself, so. As long as I got like some desk space, I'm good. Like T.I. said, I'm straight. me just finish this javelin. I have a few more pieces lingering around. I do want a few more big bolts. That doesn't feel right. Oops. Yeah, I smashed my finger, but I could feel it, but it didn't bruise or anything. Oop. A little noise. Here, let me look at the comments. I haven't been... Let's see. Oh, this song's gonna be so stuck in my head again. Or all night. Just give me a couple of those and drop me off at the store. I'm straight. It's gonna be stuck in my head all night. Alright, so, hey Gary, I'm sorry y'all. Sun girl evening. Hope your night's golden, Randy. I hope you're feeling good. Nate's pretty dang good. Really getting antsy to get the rest of the stuff put away in the house, because I don't know if you remember the whole Marie Kondo sensation, organization sensation, but she had some solid points, and I got the book as a gift. That should tell you something. And the thing, I didn't read the book. However, I did have it on my shelf for a while. No, I did like look up the and run into a lot of it a lot, so I got a basic understanding. But putting everything of a similar thing, like all photos, all paperwork, all shoes, all something specific, in a pile of itself, and then sift through that pile. Easy as heck. You know, it's kind of already doing that, but and like that it gets worse before it gets better, which I already knew that too. But something about hearing like someone else say it, and also like take the world by storm, made me realize sweet, and then do that like with being aware, and like the whole does it spark joy thing like is pretty dang solid, like, because the wording I get, because not everything has to be useful or worth like money, like, oh well, I should keep that because it's worth this, or and not everything useful is like necessary, which has been a hard one for me to learn, especially craft supplies. But there's a thrift store down the street that's I get a lot of scores from, so I like donating to them. Kind of undo some damage I do to the place. It's one of those like feels like an old school thrift store where everything's just a few bucks. Like they do have some pricier things. Things are like worth more, what have you. But every place says that. It's not like Goodwill though, where they have $30 on some stuff that was probably like 20 bucks brand new at the mall. Not a lot of vintage, but a lot of antiques and stuff. And like statues and old like items. A lot of vintage men's clothes, though, I will say that. Alright, that's too many. And like the men's stuff, like, holy shit. I wish I was a burly dude. I would just be wearing dope blazers all the time. Cause, like, I know a lot of I used to sell vintage, men's and women's. Men's clothes just has better textiles and fabrics. Stuff that's like, you know, heavier fabric, so it would be kind of difficult to wear fitted clothes made of it. So I get it. But I like the blazers a lot. All the different tweeds and weaves. And they're like $2 to $6 tops. And man, you look them up and any size, a few $100. Like, I don't really shop for resale though, but some of the brands that like I'm not familiar with, I do like looking at. JC Harris is a good one. It's a local men's West Palm Beach jackets, that kind of thing. Javelina. Oh, that water's probably cold now. Hope y'all are having a good night. Hey, travelers. Evening or good night, Randy. Hey, Victoria. Oh, I'm so ready to get this place done. I know, like, as far as some things, like, the nightmare's just begun, like the pool table. I can't imagine years worth of tools, like, sitting on top of it. Was very kind to the top of it. It's an old Baldwin, and it's got, I forget how many inch slate and ball return, and it's a little bigger. I grew up like playing with this thing, and I had way more fun with this pool table than Barbies or like Game Boy or anything. But mainly because the games I had on Game Boy kind of sucked. But the pool table, it also has like some of the earliest surviving doodles of mine. It was during the Challenger era, so I drew a little spaceship on there. This is like rest in peace or something. I'm not laughing at that. That was a horrific day. The teachers brought us out to see the launch and then started ushering us back in, and there was a big old ball fire in the sky. Rest in peace indeed. Hey, Rusty. Lisa, evening. Let me grab, shoot, I'm gonna have to microwave this water here. I mean, it has been in water pretty much overnight too, so it should be fine. I could learn something. Javelina. Yeah, smashed my finger pretty dang good. But I didn't care. That bag said camping on it. Can't believe it. There's a lot of mail that I gotta burn. Like, going back to the 90s, it's weird to see, like, Christmas gifts I remember getting on old bank statements from, it's wild, like toys and stuff. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. Oh, let me wax it. Please don't mind. It's getting worse. Hey, Phantom. I feel like the end scene of The Wizard of Oz, where she's like, "Whoa, everybody's here." Kind of mind blowing, honestly. Hope your net is golden. Finally got some. The most decent dry fly feathers I've ever had, really. I mean, there are some really nice, super small ones on this bugger pack, hairline bugger pack. And I do have some coming in the mail tomorrow. And they're sorted and very appropriate for a beginner, I think. Which, not really, because, well, thankfully I have some Arex hooks. But these hooks are all size off. The U-fangs, which they're really cheap, so obviously the quality reflects that, but they ain't bad. And it gives you ample to practice with, numerous sizes. It's hard to find size assortments. And wasn't at all sure what sizes. There's so many different directions to tie in. And other than salt, oh, I don't really have many. Alright, so hold on, I have to get into position here. I don't do well with Hackle pliers or Hackle shackles with this stuff. Just a pinch. But man, I want this in every color. Javelina. It's incredible ribbing, right? There's segments here. I don't have the easiest time with mono or rubber. I haven't given V-rib a go yet. I have some. Oop, oh. Well, I don't have to worry about my drink because of the ultra sturdy chicken butthole beer can holder. I mean, cavity. Maybe like here. I should have ended this stuff sooner. Try to like flatten it. So I have like a little landing strip, I guess, for Hackle. Mental. Yeah. Oh. Sorry. I need to get some more glue. Try different bottles types and stuff. Which reminds me, unrelated. When in doubt, just wrap it up. Hey, creek chubs. Wow. I've been watching things here and there on brown trout. They seem to be the most, like, requires the most finesse, I guess. Shoot, this, I need to change shirts maybe, because it messes up the focus. I guess. Yeah, plain white shirt. Here we go. I meant to get a bunch of these. They only had white and black, and I really only like faded black shirts if it's like a band shirt or something. I can't imagine they last too long. I think it's kind of messed up they don't sell packs of t-shirts for ladies. They do online, but I'm talking Walmart. Went in the dude section and the craft section. There's shirts you can dye. I don't need a belt. This room's almost clear. I put the exercise machine in here finally. Cashapp. Which, it's not going to be in here forever. But I haven't been swimming and I feel like shit because of it. And I like walking. I don't like working out really. I do, but I don't. Push-ups, no. Sit-ups, no. Like climbing and stuff, alright. This thing, I don't know if anybody remembers these. This thing is great. Like beyond belief. Could do like stuff on it and change the weight just with tension. And figured that it could also be used or like edited too. Like get stronger bungees and stuff. So, but I have to get the rest of the stuff out and get the sleeping bag my dad put up off the wall. The construction on the windows and stuff were never finished, but thankfully I know someone. Let's see if we get the record player. Brought these for records. Just gonna stack them for now. That table I'm taking out later tonight. That's where the shelf's gonna go whenever it gets here. And then later tonight I have to also grab this stuff, which score freaking VHS players. But I have to bring this mini fridge somewhere and find a home for it, figure out what to do with that, and finish moving furniture. But slowly and surely, it is at least getting better. There's so many objects, and it's like I guess I'm third generation to live here. It's just a small house, but every day I appreciate that more and more. I need a belt though, because pants are rather large. Alright, so back on this. Oh, my hair clipped up. Anyway. Time to finagle some Hackle. Oop. bottle of Jack Daniels. I do it every day now. It's night and day difference. I had so, like, way more energy this last week. I mean, it's been a little bit of a shite month, so kind of expected to feel out of it, but I had to get out. And the water's going to be cooling down, so kind of missed out on a lot of swimming. But the winter, it gets a little too cold, so that thing is going to be paradise. Because, here, let me put a clip on it. It's movements you really need. And, like, to have strength in. Like, pulling up, if you had to pull yourself up out of the way, or to safety. And legs, like, goes swimming, so that's always. Which I do a lot of stretching. I just don't do a lot of, like, muscle building, if you will. Which sucks. I hate having toothpick arms. I can lift stuff, but like heavy stuff, but I want to bulk up so I'm not so cold in the water too. I want to make another, or just like a more super dense one. Oop. Oh, actually. I just got under its chinny chin here. Ow. Ow. I got one thing to grab in the attic tonight. I found a little metal kind of filing shelf from the 60s. Metal and kind of a seafoam or mint green. A little chippy, really old looking. I love it a lot. It's got the keys in it. And it'll look nice next to this. And I do gotta start saving or organizing paperwork more responsibly. I'm pretty organized. Just the last few years, just pretty organized when it's my own space, I guess. 'Cause, ow, you could move stuff. And I really do like organizing. Because then when something is, I have too much of something, for instance, shit. Like if you run out of room, you just move it to a different like thing, or filter it down. But constantly moving stuff around, I guess. It does help too. I live in a congested area where people toss their furniture all of the time. And shoot, I messed up my little tail there. Real bad. Guess you can't really see it. I'm gonna use a small brush. These are just for Lake Okeechobee or Lake Osborne. My buddy will be in town. I'm gonna get my coercion on. Gotta show. Oh, this canoe. Got a flat bottom canoe. Gonna be putting a motor on it. And a tent or canopy. So this one isn't as dense as the other, but that's good because now I'll know if it's necessary. Try to view the accidental variations as accidental blessings. I'm learning how things, and this one also, like, the hackle's pretty much the size of the hook, which that's probably a little short. However, I've seen every single hackle length when it comes to dry flies. I really have no idea. And I try to look at, like, hackle versus tail because I know how they, like, are supposed to sit on the water and how they usually end up sitting on the water kind of sunken. But, you know, I try to pay attention to that. However, in the grand scheme of things, there doesn't seem to be much rhyme or reason. And that is what has made also tying dries a little difficult, however. It also kind of makes it a little funner because, like, you don't feel like there's a way to do it wrong. Vivo Consciente. It's solid. Those were really popular a long time ago. A lot of people I knew, their parents had one. And I asked my mom where they got it, and she said, it's really hot in here, I'm already sweating. But they said, oh, it's really hot. Anyway, one moment. They said, or she said that he got it at a yard sale for $10. Ooh, ow. Good job. It just hits you all of a sudden, huh? I'll leave the door open. Oh, you can see all that, huh? There's a few things. I gotta find a home for sandpaper and wait for the shelves, pretty much. But I found a few more storage bins with. Man, these pants are driving me nuts. Alright. So, woolly booger time. $10, yeah. Yard sales, if y'all don't hit yard sales, it's a great way to meet your neighbors, and a lot of times, like, next to nothing. How the coil on chainsaw creates sparks. Timothy, pretty much they've been piling up because I haven't had the most time. Where are they? Oh, there's a bunch on the desk. But they've pretty much been piling up. I haven't really gone out at all, so I'm trying to wait now until it's cool because then I could just schlep everything down. You know. Finding fishing buddies that are on a similar schedule is very difficult. Plus, I'm like, I just gotta get over that, you know? Like, people aren't psychic. Last time I asked someone outright, like, Yo, let me come fishing with y'all. They died 8 hours later. Rest in paradise, Tommy. Had a seizure fishing at Lake Osborne, which is the closest freshwater spot to this area. It's like 2 years ago. I missed his funeral. I was stuck in the swamp. I couldn't get a ride. Still pissed. That's alright though. Oop. Alright, so Aberdeen. I have one here. What size? So the beads might be a hair different in size, but maybe that's not a bad thing. I'd be like a variety of sizes. These are just craft beads, jewelry beads. Yeah, Vipa, that's why I didn't want to just get rid of it. Everyone, like, in my, like, I guess life circle has been telling me to toss it. I'm like, there has to be another option here. And like, no one's gonna buy that. I'm like, I didn't say that either. Also rude. Shoot, where are these feathers? Finally found my map and informational brochure collection from Florida. I was trying to make a like Florida blog years ago called Coastal Living. That exists, so it switched to Live Coastal, and then I forgot Coastal with the most. No, I'm just kidding. That was dumb. That's alright. It's a small publication called the Coastal Star down south. Briny breezes. It's just before or after Manalapan, which is huge beach mansions, and then there's like large swaths of like really gaudy ones. Bless their hearts, I guess, because many of those houses, I see them, my mouth waters a little bit. It's gorgeous. It's like seeing a painting in real life. But there's all these new ones that's just, oh, they're a mess. To each their own, but like they're not made by individuals. They have to be built by someone else, because there'll be like 5-10 of them in a row, 3 stories, huge. And it's like coral block like on every inch of it, and that sounds like a decent recipe. However, you gotta see it. Like, my friend is like really into architecture and design. I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, thank you. Every time I see them, I'm like, what are those? And then everybody, I'm always like, what? Those are nice. I'm like, those are nice. So what are those? I guess that is judging. My bad. I might try to use this Tiga Fly holographic stuff to dove it, so it's all nicer. Always cut it or something. Timothy, I'm not the best. I only have been out a few times thus far, and then I moved, and so I don't have any fresh water near me, and I only have a 4-weight currently, and a spinner reel fly rod, which I'm still not too sure about that. Alejandro, did you have something? Shoot, I'm really bad at this. I wonder if I could find anyone who needs like a place to stay, but instead of paying rent, they have to sit in here and read the comments out loud. So I feel awful missing things because there are a few reasons. A, I feel rude and don't mean to be, but also y'all share some wild, just information, tips, stories, everything. It's really, really appreciated. It's pretty much like the biggest dream come true in general. I used to get so pissed at people, like pissed. Like, why can't we talk about anything like that progresses, like our individual lives? Everyone had like mad skills, and for some reason, no one ever wanted to talk about them. Politics, however, was like 10 years ago, I think I started it, noticing it, like I can't really, and they would know everybody's name by name, like in the, even local, like downtown. I feel like such an idiot. But like, but what kind of glue do you use the most? Naming all these people in their districts. I unfortunately have little to no clue. I also might use red thread. No, I won't. Half thick thread. Oh! Yeah. I do have pink. The flysmith, I gotta put in an order tonight or tomorrow too. I try to put in an order monthly, but things get all chaotic because I am real into this thread. Let me tell you what. I want to collect them all. I want more thin ones. They're really affordable for what they are. Some engineered thread. Well, it's a color fast. Poly spun, or shoot, sorry, gel spun polyethylene. And the material itself is the color. I have noticed a lot less yard sales now that Facebook Marketplace is pretty commonplace in everyone's lives. Which I get that. I love Facebook Marketplace a lot. OfferUp is an app I used to use a ton to find stuff because I don't have the most patience, and finding stuff locally is pretty ideal. And found, oh, anyway, OfferUp though, like, you don't have to have a profile picture or anything, like, and that's here or there. My dad got ripped off so hard on OfferUp, but I don't even know what to say about that. Oh, he believed the lady because she was pretty. I'll be honest. This stuff was obviously not gold, alright? And he paid like, I don't even want to say. It's stamped 10 karat, but it's definitely silver. Looks silver, sounds silver. I felt really bad. I don't I don't know why he didn't call me though. I could identify it by scraps. I used to make decent random cash with that in jewelry. Getting broken jewelry lots on eBay, you never know what you'll come across. Is this it? I think this is perfect hatch. Feathers. This pink. I wish I had the long ones. I've gotten quite into using the sides. I also have to grab a brush. One of many tips learned by the flysmith, you can brush out marabou. Because sometimes, a little bit like this, you just brush them. Oh, that one's nice. This one is too. Yeah. Just need a. Every time I just grab a few, they'll seem to be totally different shapes and sizes when I go to put them on the hook. I thought I brought the other glue, but I didn't. I found acetone, and I wanted to try to put that in the old head cement. It was already pretty thick when I got it. Where is she blow? I'm not gonna make a tail that short this time. What the hell? I'm not okay, alright? I was wondering why this thread felt so wrong on this hook. So small. Well, not small, but small for big for those. Small compared. Hooks, where you at? Crap. I forgot to turn them on. There. Oh, shoot. I wonder if he's on. Okay, let me see. I could ask now what size. Oh, it was Instagram. Shoot. I cannot keep up in between all these places. I miss having a business Instagram because then it all went into that one, like, sweet area. Oh, they changed where your messages are. Dumb. Okay. Let's see if... Yeah, I'll just tie in this size. What size? 8. Okay. 8. 4. 6. 8. Comma. 4. 6. Oh. 8. 6. 4. I don't know what size these are. Oh, sweet. I got them. Size 6. So that guy. And teaching system and water piles. S. What? Asparatin. Oh, yeah. Viola Tango. Wait. I think I just had... Let me choose... I'm gonna use a different thread. Which, actually, stoked on that. Oh, that's the one. I was wondering which one I forgot to replace that. Oh. Oop, trying to get those in here. If there's any patterns or anything that anyone recommends. Okay. And this is pretty miraculous pink. It reminds me of that pink you see. I posted some pictures a long time ago. Jaime Lyn pink. Jesus, why did I think it was gonna spell my name right? I just didn't feel like typing it. Yeah, this pink. I put these pictures together. Kind of orangey pink. This one, you know, is more purpley, but it's that same like glowy. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with that weird glowy pink. I wish I knew the name of it. Right? A lot of 1980s cartoons, like Explosions, it would have that orangey pink. Oops. Lead. Which actually might coat in some different thread. Oops. This thread is a little poofier to get through. But the lead, I always slip through, and especially with the smaller. No lead goes to waste. It goes in a scrap bin because I'm going to be melting it outside. Holy crap, what is wrong? Alright, I forgot the bead. And the holes are uneven on these, and brass, but that uneven hole, some of them are quite large, quite little gapers, so able to put the point in. Don't know why I said that. Son of a damn bitch. Backspace, backspace. Alright. Try that again. Wow, this is really soft sled. I'll push that. Please don't mind me as I have a brain fart. Do some loose wraps and then glue and then wraps and it'll feel good. Don't look, but you know, that's the softest I even ever seen or whatever. Anyways. And then I'll just finish it with the, like I'll tie it off with the other thread. But it just always feels so wrong. Cocoon. This is cement, right? Stabby, stabby, stabby. Okay. Satisfied. Dave said if you don't cover it, it will make your materials black. Well, I don't know, in every scenario or what, it just stuck with me. Wax. Alright, now let me reconfigure some feathers. Different size. Oh, perfect. Maybe. Might be a little much. A little much. Mm. I don't know, I'm still standing. I'll just get rid of this real quick. Alright, now some flash, and here, let me respond real quick to Belle. Excuse me, Jesus. A little too at home here. Alright, coil. Okay, so shoot, I just realized also this feather is going to be huge. Does that matter? Oh dear. I have wet hackle, but dinks. Well, I'll come to that or get there. I just need some wire now. Oh yeah, I also got mothballs. This is all they had. It was like $12.99, which I would have never, ever, but man, I love these materials more than I love food, apparently. But I'm really stoked. I finally, I try to find clothes at thrift stores, but camping season is approaching. I don't want to waste this season, and I can never find like utilitarian clothes in my size. So I grabbed some Little Donkey Andy shorts. I do want some shorts. However, I have this like Tommy Hilfiger, like cyberpunk looking skirt. But I tell you what, when it starts raining, I pull that out with my rain jacket and just kind of huddle and think of warmer times. I have an insulated rain jacket. It's just a little too warm for that yet. And I don't want just a shell. I do want one of those for my bag, but I could get those anywhere. I could get a thing of frog dogs. Only a $50 rain shell. There's obviously Grundens. There's Holly something or other. Holly Hennessy. That'd be a cute name, honestly. Holly Hennessy. But Holly Hansen. See, I used to play with Polly Pockets. Now I play with Holly Hansen. But isn't that gorgeous? Sorry, but I don't know what other word to use. That looks like it will do something. Man, what the hell? $100? Okay, I'm waiting for it to go on sale. So I just like it, and then I'll get a little notification when it's on sale. That's the closest. Like Carhartt has nice ones, but again, they're like more leaning on style, you know, like relaxed fit. No, I don't want that shit relaxed fit. I want it fitted. I'm not trying to become a sale. I'm not trying to emulate a squirrel suit. Nice fitted rain jacket that has a functional hood. Why can't any of them have functional hoods? I'm telling you, like, I landed on one. It's a shell, but the little Donkey Andy, I don't have much wrong with them. I like them a lot for outdoor stuff, and it's very affordable compared to like Columbia or Land's End and LL Bean. But the rain jackets, the hood's no good, and I found a bow leaf jacket that has a hood that has like a visor, but I'm trying to find one with a visor or just like a good hood, and that's why I landed on that Holly Hansen one, which that's a sailing. They make a lot of sailing clothes, like a classic sailing jacket, like they have those and stuff. But I can't find a single rain jacket with a functional hood. And then when I can, it's like men's. Grundens is the closest, but they're another one that's super pricey because there ain't really whips. So Decton or something. Decton jacket. These don't look too bad, hood-wise. This doesn't look too bad hood-wise. I look at reviews now. That's the only reason why. I need to see it on a bunch of different people before I don't feel like returning things, and that looks like a good hood. People wearing it seem happy. This is a potential purchase. Okay. I think that's the one, honestly. I better just move on it before it's too late. Why is it always my size that's not on sale? What the hell? Alright, let's see. See? That's not it either. I really just don't know what to do. I need an industrial hood, y'all. And the little Donkey Andes don't even clear your forehead. Like, what, you're gonna have a rain jacket and it's just gonna fill up with water? Oh, shoot. Here, let me pull this out, because I don't feel like adding the flash around it. I used to do that. Okay. Here, let me put the gold down first. And, like, I look on reviews and stuff, but same issues with the jackets. I can't find any with an adequate hood. I saw on Raymond's stream, Raymond Thoughts and Mine, that his dad might start making content, and then talking about that, showed this Kea's burger place. Man, it was like one of the most wholesome stories, but it's still active. The dude that owns it wears what the original like employees wore. And it's been there forever. Which is pretty neat. I like learning about different areas, which in Ohio there's a Miami County. I don't know why I said it like that. County. There's a Miami County. Or we have Miami-Dade County, which probably has a little bit higher crime. Which I don't know. I don't know much about. I really want to go back to Victor. I haven't been there since I was like 19 or something. I forget. Went by myself. Wandered hard. I just like going to a place and wandering hard. Hard wander. Could really use a hard wander right now. Tell you what. Just like going random directions and shit. Yeah. I forget the app, but they made an app that like enticed that also. I didn't use it too much because I found out about it when I lived in the swamp, and not much to want. I mean, ample nature, but unarmed all the time, it was a little scary. A little scary. Not the people, the animals. The animals, moles. I'll fix those after. Just 2 pieces of flat of pearl. Kind of makes it glowing. It's a little bit more rigid and materialized. I'll do 3. Turn it in this little pit right here. And then before I tie the next one, I'm going to test this to make sure that's not too much. Might be. Yeah. Alright, let me wax this. I like cut into it more so it bounce off of it. Definitely taking my time on it. Got reminded of the distillers the other day. And Brody Armstrong or Brody Daly. Forget what the Armstrong dude. I forget his first name from Rancid. And then she was with the dude from Queens of the Stone Age. It's a blast from the past. Might as well go all the way up. Shoot. Oh, darn it. No, shoot, not darn it. Alright, I'm gonna have to think on this one because I have to try to find a thinner feather or something. Or use a different type, maybe that'll be fun. So I'd like to keep it to the same proportions basically. Well, I haven't done this in a long time. got the blue. Alright. It's kind of like chenille here. Alright. Now to go back up. Well, where the hell is that? Oh, okay. I was gonna use this anyway. Can't find the other, so worked out. Oop. I think last time I tied this combination is to Stereo Lab. Christmas Static. Alright, almost confident. Might as well put some extra. I'm also going to trace the feather down that, and then I'm going to use the ribbing counter wrap. this. These are for run. And get this wire on a stand for multi-tool. Alright, focus. Time over. It's just a little purry thing. Got oh. This one I tied months and months and months ago. So let me take a picture. Oh, I'm gonna put a collar. Oh, I do have pink. Hell yeah! It was like an orangey pink. That's alright. Okay. Wax. And extra one. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That has a little orangey, the marabou. This has a hair bit of violet in it. And this has orangey, the dubbing. So it just really looks nice to my eyes from here. I like that pink. I have yet to fish with woolly buggers, so minimum experience. Gotta tie a few more of these. Hey, Zoidberg! You've done good on us. Good night, Lisa. No, treat to see you. It was a treat and a half, really. The Raymond Thoughts and Mind Streams. The chat is a great spot. The chat and the flysmith and really better than a coffee shop. Better than a early 2000s coffee shop. Pet. Whoop. Alright. Let's put these on the board. Made 4 of these, or tied 4 of these. Javelina. Alright, let me run out real quick. I'm going to just like put the coffee pot on, not make it yet. Because after this, my night is not over. Once I finish clearing off, found every time I find a drill, battery, or a charger, I put it in a pile, so I can't imagine they're all good. Any ones that aren't, I just gotta look up what people do with those. And yeah. I forgot what I just saw that took a drill battery. I think it was camping related too. I'll be right back. I hope your night's going ideal, Zoidberg. Holy truck. I wouldn't have, I didn't see that until I read Zoidberg's comment. Right on. Yeah, I have to get a haircut. I have to get bangs or something. Ever since I got the glue stuck in my hair and cut it out, like, it's driving me nuts. But, it was still pretty dang hot in here. It gets so cold, so I just bump it up 1 degree, but in a Florida interior, that's a drastic difference, because then the AC has to like go through its motions or whatever. Takes a second to get back to comfort levels. I usually keep it at 1 temperature, and that's usually fine. I'll bump it down exactly a degree if I'm doing a bunch of moving around. But my mom is another one that likes the inside like a freezer. A lot of people do. so I'm not judging. I'm the odd man out in this situation every single time. I don't like it hot, but, you know, 78, is that too high? Seems to be for everyone. I prefer 79, but 78 for like moving around or whatever. Anyway, I'll be right back. Ooh. Piece of wood, a stick. Found it when I was a kid. Can show it. I don't have a belt on though. It's pretty indecent. I also lost my lipstick, so yep. Under something most likely. Alright, so this is the stick. Good. I instantly forgot what it is. Oh shoot, I gotta be careful. Last time that opened a portal. Nice stick found on the beach. Got a few decent sticks. But anyways, I think I'm gonna move, while I still have it in me, I'm gonna move that, what is it? The table. It's really light. But, excuse me. I'm so beat, like, physically. Mentally wide awake, physically not so much, but going to move that table out here to have a place. It'll be in the middle of the living room. It's not gonna stay there, but I need more room to sort mail. Because I'm trying to sort everything at once rather than like, there's too many types of objects to sort object by object. Like, right now I'm organizing DVDs because I was just going to donate most of them. But man, there's some really good stuff. I even have a little stack. I don't really like watching movies unless it's for controlled disclosure. So I got California Big Sur Coastline. Oh, this is mine. Saltwater Pliers with Lefty Cray. Really good stuff. Whitewater. Something. Coral Reef Adventure. And this one's great. But, yeah. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. So. And Ghosts of the Abyss. perfect storm is already the DVD player. But yeah, I figured, man, it rains and storms so much, and my mom's probably going to be watching a lot of movies. So I'm trying to find a shelf now for that, and measured, like, vaguely how many movies. It would be in like a rectangle shape to try to find a shelf that fits them all. I don't want multiple shelves. And so that'll be nice. Got most of my books for the most part that I know of, that I use. So we'll also finally be able to make a working library of sorts. Again, the power goes out a lot. It's not only Lake Worth, but it's South Florida. And during storm season, man, things get knocked out for a few days. Plus, like, I do spend a lot of alone time. However, I also like to have things for other people. Like, I keep a bunch of rain jackets that are not my size in different sizes for that reason. And, like, extra stuff. And gonna have that back room. I think what I'm gonna do, honestly, is put bunk beds back there. Why not, right? Like gold spinners. I did also get a pack of spinners. It was $10 brand new, but I got it for $7, free shipping. And it comes with treble hooks, those little brass barrels, and I forget what they're called already, but those little C-shaped pieces of hardware to put on the wire to make spinners like rooster tails. So real stoked on that. Definitely could use those with the spinner reel, because I just like the action of the tying and the materials. So I'm more than happy to try to work in any configuration. And I'm working on getting a pair of pliers. I gotta save them real quick. Fishing wire pliers. The ones, man, no, I can't find them. They're like this. I see them in people's videos every now and then, and they're so nice. This is just crimping pliers. Is it like that? The heads of the pliers are like short and stout, and they have a really long handle, specifically. And I can't ever find them. Can never find them. No. Well, that gives me something to do later, I guess. Oh, those are cool. I like those rolly things. I want to find a cheap one so I can make flat lead tape with solder. Fishing pliers for Alright. Let me just by chance. Ooh, what was that? Rotary Hackle plier? What? Anyways, let me look at list. Oh yeah, and I got a SPF shirt. I'm so stoked. You have no idea. This shirt is like what stands in between me and joy. No, I'm just kidding. But man, no more frying or sweating. It's designed for that. It's really into this is like engineered clothes. I think I heard someone describe it as. Some though the materials aren't good to wear. Let me look on eBay real quick. Crap. Oh, I remember it. This has them in there. Lucky Tools, angling pliers. I see these, and I've even seen them in jewelry making, and like one lady responded to a comment asking what her pliers were, and she said she got them in her dad's garage forever ago. These long handles, that nice short stout lip. Lucky, Lucky Tools, angling pliers. Let's see if they still make them. I'm gonna have to like post about it. Go to Tuppence. Fuck, tomorrow's, what day is it? Let me look also. They're just so nice. I have a thing for pliers because jewelry, every single one had really different uses. Yeah. No. Cool. Alright, I'm not gonna find them now. Lucky Tools. I have an eye kept on them. Shoot. Fishing Planet. Whew. I'm never gonna find those pliers. I've never seen that shape before, and I've seen it in jewelry making stuff. And there's this one lady. They were in the background at our shop. See, that's it's not fun, alright. But I have to cut my whole hair just because I got some glue stuck in my hair. It's quite alright. I wish I could have short hair. I do. I do. I just can't imagine, like, if you get a bunch of, like, sawdust or something in your hair, something hot like that. No, just kidding. It's like sand. And you could just, like, go like that, and it's all gone. And there's no knots. Wow. Y'all don't even know how good you have it there. If I don't put my hair up, like, on a bike or a boat, whew. Yeah. I gotta bring, what's it called? A hairbrush with me all the time. That kind of sucks. But anyway, I hope y'all have a beautiful evening. And I really appreciate the presents. And, got more dry fly feathers coming tomorrow. So hopefully I could tie even smaller, which I'm not too sure. Not too sure. I really like dry flies. That's the one I wish I could master. Fishing too. I think one reason also because it's like you're definitely not gonna get caught. I mean, in trees and like things on top of the water, but you know, not hitting rocks or anything. And it's pretty breathtaking. I really wanted to tie some shrimps tonight, but I've been watching a lot of videos of them swimming, and so I want to try again with the long hackle feathers. And it'll be weighted in the body, but it'll still have foam in it, so it's like a slow descent to look like that. Like what I was watching specifically was those little shrimp harnesses that people put on the live shrimp and how those move. And it's that like legs, like a bunch of legs going like that. I think the long hackle or something. That hackle with the rubber in it would be pretty ideal too. I only have it in purple though. I think a nighttime shrimp or something. But anyway, I love y'all. And I hope everyone, let me just zoom in so I can, well, I guess I have comments right here. If anybody knows what kind of pliers those are, I'm going to post it maybe in try to find a tool group. I've been addicted to this one channel lately. He finds tools from garage sales and asks what they are. He'll pick stuff up he's never seen before. Top tier. And today I saw one where, I don't know where it is because too many movings, but that little screwdriver I used to break out that you could pull out and it has the Phillips and 2 flatheads. He had one of those. That's sweet. Never see them. I love the old doohickeys a lot, especially ones with use. Very nice. But anywho, oh yeah, there's the other thing. I have like really weak wrists. So I do be trying. News has been terrifying. It's finally got me wanting to work out. I hope everything's good. And people realize it's a psyop. I just refuse to believe that everyone hates each other like that. There's just no way. I'm not gonna hate no one like that. Not even if you pay me. Shite. I gotta sleep at night. Wish my arm was a bit bigger. That's just for wrists. Nice. Post the pliers in the... Okay, I will right now. Because they are nice. I feel like anyone would do well with that sheet. I have such a vague memory of the girls' channel. I gotta find that too. I know exactly who... The memory of who I see used most, or see them used most by, is becoming clearer and clearer. I know she made wire jewelry, like witchy wire jewelry. Oh, I forgot I just took a picture of it. Thank you. Alrighty, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And Miss Tenbale, Mr. Tenbale, my bad. Indeed. Crafter turn, well, trying to learn pretty much any tackle I can make by hand with the materials. Really enjoy using. I have a ton of like hose. I mean, a ton. Like they span multiple area codes. No, but I got a lot of hose from like oxygen like test thing. I forget, but or treatment thing. Clear. So I've been wanting to make CUDA tubes or something like that. So I'm gonna use wire leader inside of it, but put beads. Like I'll start with green or blue, beads or silver, beads in it, and the hose itself is totally clear. Granite and salt water probably won't last the longest, but it'll be sweet to see if I can make like an eel or a needlefish. But I'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully relatively easy or early and walking around, because I'm finally ready to get living. Still got a few weeks until everything's put away and until I'm sure I find all the furniture I need for the last bits. Because right now there's some stuff in piles because I don't have a piece of furniture to put it in. And I don't like buying furniture at all. I'll wait for fate. Divine intervention is always my intention. So I take my time. The search for perfection. That's a great song. It's a real good song. Mother of Pearl by Roxy Music. Yeah, that's probably what I'll listen to right now. Anyways, happy trails, y'all. Roxy Music is... I just remember at the right time, I guess. Every dream home a heartache. It's a love song to a blow-up doll. It's like, I blew up your body, but you blew my mind. Anyways, happy trails. And if there's any recommendations or anything, please do not hesitate. Facebook, Instagram, all those places. And here pretty much every day, sometimes at 4 or 5 in the morning, but pretty much every day. Happy trails.